It says, Bad Banana with another banger. Quote, "You're the best parents I've ever seen," said house slave Abdullah Ayad to the Kleins after CPS visited them because their kids contracted parasites from dog feces. The Kleins frequently advocate for genocide of Arabs while Ayad sits obediently in silence. He is a tame domestic animal.
You're telling me the guy that looks like this said that? That's impressive levels of not being self-aware.
It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is it happening?
Do you like what she just did there? She read a comment from a commenter and then she just rolled on and just continued the performative outrage. It's plausible deniability. She knows what was just said is not true because she wants you to make sure that you heard that isolated chatter say that thing because she wants you to think that, but she knows that she can't fully support that message.
He actually fled to Argentina like his Nazi predecessors.
Ethan's fucking coming out hot, boy. All right, guys, let's get this started. Oh, oops. What's this on the screen? My squat fit? That's crazy. That's crazy. How did that get there? Anyway. Listen, more Ethan stuff, man. Let's do it. Why not? I'm invested. Why not? I'm a little fun. A little dry right now. I did have a nice time doing TikTok debates. Gonna have some of those rolling out soon. That was actually a pretty good time. Had some, well, I wouldn't call them debates. I call them conversations. Pretty productive stuff. But right now, let's get a little taste. So let's just get it going. So Ethan posted on his actual H3 Productions page. So I think it's about his kids. So let's get this starty farted.
Vocal reaction.
Shut up. Come on, Ethan.
In my long career on YouTube, I've pretty much seen it all. I've been swatted several times with LAPD helicopters, a street shut down, police with guns.
Wasting more money than Donald Trump going to golf, huh?
Drawn up, doing a perimeter around my house. We've also been visited by the FBI 3 times. They were all to warn us of a
regular old Tony Sopranos.
Credible threat against our lives. One time, most recently, he came at 7 a.m. and said, "Do not open any packages until you hear from me, as we have credible bomb threats against you that we found online." I thought I'd seen it all. I knew this content nuke was going to draw a lot of negative.
That's wild. I vaguely remember that, but what were the specifics there?
Of attention, seeing how extreme Hassan and his fan base are and his orbiters. But the lengths to which they've gone to harass us and get revenge for going after their god king Hassan has frankly gone beyond any type of point of civility and humanity, to the point where they're calling CPS, Child Protective Services, to come to our house and break up our family. On Friday morning.
That was pretty disgusting. Listen, I want to say something before the video gets into it, because I know that once I'm more educated, this might sound a little ignorant, but I still want to say this because I feel like I have to get it out. Okay, and you guys know I like Ethan, especially appreciate the way he's been talking about Israel-Palestine, you know, which is weird to say that because it's a very normal take. Israel has the right to exist, but they don't have the right to do whatever they want. Then, you know, Netanyahu's a war criminal. Normal take, but you know, I appreciate it because in the online sphere that's considered a hot take for some reason, so I really appreciate that. But I will say Ethan's got to stop being so fucking messy. And I know that sounds crazy, and I know maybe it sounds a little mean, and we're at a point now where like he really can't, you know. But listen, you know, Ethan's got a little bit of messy energy. He's a drama guy. I'm a drama guy. He has drama energy. I don't really have drama energy, I feel like. Okay. Now, he's obviously more successful, but I just feel like if he had a better boundary with the way he talked about some of these things, that would probably be positive and productive for his life. Doesn't change the fact that these people are psychopaths. But I would say, man, like, Ethan has so much more to offer than constantly talking about Hassan, you know, and constantly doing the back and forth with some of these psychotic fucks. And so I feel like when there's a meaningful update, let's hear it. But maybe, like, do some other stuff. Do some fun. Ethan's obviously got more, you know? Now we're at a point where we are where we are. But, I mean, talk about him every once in a while when it's meaningful and it hits hard. You know, take a step back. He's obviously a more successful creator than me. Like, he could build so much more credibility back. And then when he does talk about it, Hassan, it'll be more meaningful and hit. Weak take, I don't know what to tell you. You're an idiot. It's the right take, dude. It's the right take. Like I said, we're at a point now where they're already going after his kids, but I would have just said, like, you know, he has drama energy, bro. He has drama energy. That's all I'm saying. Dial it down. We've kind of hit the precipice with this CPS shit, so I understand that it's not going to happen now. But before that, you know, he's a fucking messy guy. Okay? He's just a messy guy. I wanted to say it before we got into this. Okay, I like Ethan. This isn't like Ethan's wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you that Ethan is a bad guy or that he deserves to be harassed like this. He doesn't. You know, it's one of those things where I don't put my hand through chain link fences when there are Rottweilers over there. You know? So, just wanted to say that at the beginning. I got to speak my truth. If I'm not honest, then you guys wouldn't watch me. Okay? That's just it. All right, so fuck you. Disagree with me. It's fine. I don't care. I just had to get it out. I wanted to say it before we got into this. I just needed to get it out, okay? I love you. Let's continue.
Morning, an agent showed up to our house.
They do need to trace who's called CPS. Absolutely.
Saying that they had received an anonymous tip that our children were crawling around in dog shit, eating dog shit, and contracting diseases. Not only have they called CPS on us, now they're starting to try to call in a 5150.
Jesus Christ.
To get me committed.
Is it going to be because he said something like he was at the end of the episode? He's like, what do I have to do to get them to stop? And then he made like kind of a, I don't know if I'd call it a joke, but I don't think it was a serious comment. Is that what you're talking about?
Really gone on too far. And at this point, I'm ready to take no prisoners, take the gloves off, and call out everybody who needs to be called out.
Hey, listen, you know what? YOLO.
The thing is, once you target my children, then a line's been crossed that cannot be walked back.
Yeah, we are I suppose we're at the point of no return at this point, you know?
Once my kids are involved, when people are targeting my children, harassing my children, there's no length that I won't go to take care of this. And I think that's something that every parent can relate to. All these people, incidentally, who are promoting this type of insanity are, in fact, childless and will likely remain that way.
True.
The CPS.
Listen, I have to say these things. I'm so sorry. I hate that I have these thoughts. This isn't even a question. This isn't even like something I have the answer to. Okay? I'm not Ethan. I'm not the arbiter of his life. I don't understand the complexities of what it's like to be Ethan Klein. Okay? But I do understand part of it because I also am on Ozempic. Okay, dude? And I have GERD. And I take, if I go for a mile walk, it helps my gas. Just letting you know. Okay? I don't know if that's something you already do. Okay, you're looking good. Fuck. This is so stupid. I realize I'm not helping myself, okay? I know there's a lot of H3 fans. I love you guys. But, and I don't know the answer to this question, what if the right way to go was to take this out of the public light at this point and just deal with this privately? That's all I'm asking. Was maybe that is, I don't know. That's something for you and your wife to figure out. I have no fucking idea. But what if what needs to happen is Ethan needs to take this out of the public light and he needs to go after these people privately and do his thing just for himself. Just for him and his family's mental. I don't know. I'm just saying, what if that was the way to go? And I don't know the answer to that. And you know, I know a lot of other people. Here's the thing: I know a lot of other people are sitting here and they're affirming Ethan. I think that's awesome. And I don't know if he watches. I feel like maybe sometimes he catches a little bit of my content. You know, if he's on Reddit all day, he's probably catching a little bit here and there. Or somebody might like me in the crew. Probably Zach. He's the best one of the crew. All I'm saying is it doesn't hurt to consider a counter perspective. Okay? It doesn't mean I'm 100% right. But, you know, what if he heard that idea and it was uncomfortable at first and a week later he's like, you know what? We're going to change a little bit of our way we go about this. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I wanted to bring out the counter perspective. All right? I just wanted to say it. That's all I wanted to say. Or maybe it's Hila. Yeah. Maybe she does. She probably has a crush on me, dude. She probably does. Are you kidding, bro? This is for you. The armpit. Ethan doesn't like this. That's the only thing I agree with Hassan on. Armpits are hot. Okay?
CPS agent showed up and he started asking us all kinds of questions like, who feeds the kids? Who takes care of the kids? What do you do to the kids when you get angry? How do the kids sleep? Do the kids have toys? Is that what happens when you get mad? Or what happens when your kids get mad? He walked.
Just gotta throw them out the window. I'm just kidding.
Around the house. He looked in our refrigerator. He walked all around looking for dog shit, apparently. Although when he showed up immediately, he said, wow, this place is clean. Our 3 and 5.
I feel like if there was dog shit everywhere, it's probably not easy to clean out of the floor. Like, what are they? Oh, we just cleaned today by convenience. There'd be poo-poos all over the floor. It's so interesting because somebody legitimately in the video, the last video that I made about this, somebody in the comments goes, well, how do you know that how do you know that the babies aren't actually eating shit? And I'm just like, I don't even know how to talk about that because you sound like somebody my wife works with. I don't even know what to say. That's insane.
5-year-old boys were at school. Our 8-month-old is upstairs sleeping when he visits, and he says, I need to go upstairs and look at your infant visibly to see him and confirm he's okay. Well, he's napping in his crib. He goes upstairs to look around the house, to snoop around. He investigates
That's terrible.
Sonny, our youngest, wakes him up from his nap. And even though
I'm surprised the kids woke up from the nap, honestly. I would have assumed Ethan's kids were heavy sleepers, since Ethan's always making noise when he's walking around the house, probably sniffing all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Woke him up during his nap. He was greeted immediately, actually, by a smile, because Sonny is probably the happiest baby in the entire world.
Nice.
He smiles at everybody. His name is Sonny because he is just a ray of sunshine. He just gave him a big smile. I mean, he's just the sweetest kid in the world. So we went back downstairs to continue.
I'm going to name my kid fucking asshole, probably, because I was such a fucking asshole as a kid.
The conversation, at which point he said something that both me and Hila had us both saying absolutely not. He said he was going to go to the children's school to interrogate them there.
That's crazy.
We both said, you are absolutely not going to ever go to their school and talk to them. That is fucking insane.
That is insane. I could see it's embarrassing in general because this is unfair to them because they have not. It's very clear that they have not done anything wrong. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but my intuition says that Ethan and Hila are good parents. Right. But it not only is that like weird for the kids because you're going to the fucking school, it's also embarrassing for you. That being said, like if they want to interview teachers, it sucks, but they kind of maybe they have to do their job. That might be something they have to do, unfortunately. It's kind of an unfortunate reality. But, you know, I feel like try to leave the fucking, I mean, you know, investigate the teachers. Be like, hey, listen, like how you know, are there any warning signs? Blah, 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 blah. So they'll be like, no, of course not. But
we agreed that he'll come back to our house and interview our 3- and 5-year-old children at a time when they're at home, so he doesn't need to humiliate them in front of his peers, his teachers, the staff there, and, you know, needlessly stigmatize them. My
very traumatizing for the kids. It could be. I just want to be very clear. It could be. Doesn't mean that it would be. I don't know if I would say that the chance of traumatizing their kids from this is very low. The only reason I want to say that is because I think that we get very sensational on the internet where it's like everything is the worst. It's not. It's just uncomfortable and it's embarrassing and it's not a positive thing that needs to happen. It doesn't have to be like horrible for it to be shitty. Like I just want to keep it proportionate here. It's still wrong. It's still like uncomfortable. It's awkward. It's embarrassing. It's unnecessary. But I don't think it would really create a trauma. I don't think that the cop's going to go in there and start, you know, throwing them into walls, you know, or like berating them mentally. I think it would probably be some basic questions to gauge them. I imagine that this person has at least some level of education in childhood psychology. So
young 3- and 5-year-old children who are sweet and innocent as can be have not yet been interrogated by a CPS agent, but that is due to happen on Wednesday. He also spoke to our nanny, our housekeeper.
Dude, that's what I'm seeing my mommy.
Called the pediatrician that takes care of the kids. He talked to them.
Sense,
pretty much sifted through every angle.
The one like good thing, I guess, is that Ethan is a public figure. So when he does talk to these people again, it's embarrassing. But like, I think that the expectation is like, yeah, this is unfortunately sometimes what happens to public figures when they meet a stalker, and that's basically what we've gotten. We've gotten a stalker, but also the stalker is 500 stalkers, you know, or 5,000, you know,
of our life having to do with our kids in an extremely violating, insulting, unbelievable way. Just a complete breach of.
Like for a normal person, it's like I don't think you have as much excuse. He's like, yeah, I'm a big content creator. And this is like bullshit, but like at least I'm just saying from like the humiliation perspective, at least he has that excuse to be like, yeah, this is unfortunately kind of you know, comes with the territory sometimes, which is terrible.
Privacy and inhumanity that it's like you can't believe that you, as somebody who has done nothing wrong, has taken care of your kids, to be subject to this forcible investigation because of some fucking freaks online called anonymously to say that our kids are crawling around in shit. The immediate question for me was,
I have so many questions that I just need to ask. This is okay. It's a real question. A real question. I need to ask this question. I'm so sorry. Okay. Do you think that this makes the snarkers happy? That Ethan feels that he needed to make a video on his main channel about what's going on. And I'm not sitting here saying Ethan shouldn't be doing what he's doing. I'm just saying, do you think that that's what they want? Do you think that's part of the goal? Do you think that they feel satisfied in this? Do you think that this makes them feel happy? I probably. That doesn't mean that he shouldn't be doing it, but I think that there needs to be part of this equation needs to be, you know, what gets them to stop more than anything else. What gets them to stop? And what gets them to stop might not bring Ethan justice, but it might be what's best for his kids. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a parent. I think Ethan's probably a fantastic dad. Hila's probably a fantastic mom. I feel like I have to say it. I feel like I just feel like I have to say, at least I have to say it. I want to just put it out there, you know, if no one else is.
Who did this, and how am I going to hold them accountable? It didn't take me long to catch the trail of the obvious suspect, which is the work of a...
Dude, chill the fuck out. Not appeasement. This is cowardly. We're not talking about the gladiator arenas. I imagine that as a parent, sometimes you have to swallow your pride for the better of your kids. And I'm not even saying that that's what needs to happen here. I'm just saying that like that could be what needs to happen here. That's for him to decide with his wife. So for you to like freak out, like we're not talking about the fucking Ukraine, you know, Russian war here. We're talking about like we're talking about something very different.
A subreddit dedicated to harassing me, my family, my coworkers, and their families too, frankly, known as Snark. H3 Snark is the place that they originated. If you don't know what Snark is, it's this growing phenomenon of communities dedicated essentially to destroy someone's life, picking it apart.
I think every other Snark has been banned except this one, which is very weird.
Harassing them and just trying to ruin their life. It's something that's become quite common on the internet. And something that Reddit, who is the main host of such activities, has completely turned a blind eye to. Take, for example, right here, H3H3_, which is the new Snark page. The top post on this page is from somebody named Bad Empanada, which...
Damn. This guy Amish?
We'll learn more about. It says, Bad Empanada with another banger. Quote, "You're the best parents I've ever seen," said house slave Abdullah Ayad to the Kleins after CPS visited them because their kids contracted parasites from dog feces. The Kleins frequently advocate for genocide of Arabs while Ayad sits obediently in silence. He is a tame domestic animal. This is...
Wow. Jesus Christ, this guy's a psychopath. Holy fuck. Are you telling me...
Page is parents I've ever seen named Bad Empanada.
You're telling me the guy that looks like this said that? That's impressive levels of not being self-aware. That's incredible. Bro, let me be honest with you. You know, people have asked, they're like, hey, have you checked out this guy's videos about like Hassan? Or about Ethan's videos. He totally debunks things. And first and foremost, if that was true, you know, let's just have Hassan pay somebody to bring up all the context. Second of all, I've heard that this guy is a fucking freak and he's something to just stay away from. And it seems like that is the case because this is the most parasocial, psychotic shit I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure that this Bad Empanada guy has convinced himself that everything that Ethan does is so horrific that any action he takes against Ethan is completely justifiable. This guy is fucking something else.
Sits obediently in silence. He is a tame domestic animal. This is just literally anyone of a normal disposition can see plainly how fucking insane this is. It has 400 upvotes after 3 hours. It's a very active sub of absolutely deranged individuals.
That's fucking crazy.
The problem is that this subreddit, this community is being legitimized by creators such as Hassan, such as Denims, such as Mike from PA, and all these leftist commentators who think they can get one up on me by sicking and participating and legitimizing the most crazed psychopaths on the internet.
I bring this to you.
Didn't Band Up and just make a video about how Hassan was bad? Like he's all over the place.
Because I respect the H3 Snark, and I believe that they're being silenced. And I saw on the H3 Snark that Ethan had uploaded Instagram stories about Mika's rhetoric that says...
And it's about the H3 Snark subreddit. For more than a year now, Ethan has been
Why doesn't anybody take that guy seriously? I don't understand.
Talking about it and saying how toxic this place is, how they promote harassment, doxing, stalking.
Okay. I don't even know. Dude, fuck. Fuck it, dude. We're going to say it. Adam's entire career has been victimizing himself over his association with Colleen Ballinger and sensationalizing it to being a grooming victim when he's not. Why does anybody take this guy seriously? Okay? Like, it blows my mind. How did this, like, oh, dude, it blows my mind. I mean, I feel like his charity's already run dry with that whole entire situation, but like it was so sensationalized from the start. What's the real story here? This guy was hyper obsessed as a child, as a 13-year-old, with a big content creator, and their parents didn't stop it. He was completely antisocial, stayed in his house, developed no friends except for people on the internet that were part of that sphere in the entire thing. He worked for Colleen Ballinger, made a weird edgy tweet, then he disassociated with her by saying, okay, I'm logging out, I'll see you later. Disappeared. She stopped talking to him. Then he freaked out, pretend he was groomed, even though like all the weird shit, like they sent the panties as a joke and all this shit happened beforehand where their parents saw it. So if she was a groomer, then they let the kid get groomed. But then also part of the grooming was that when he showed up Colleen wouldn't give him the time of day. If I was going to groom some kid for sex, I'd probably not do that. I probably would give them the time of day. I don't really know. And then we've sensationalized that. All the same people that are now agreeing with him are the same people who shit on him in the first place because they're a bunch of fucking low IQ moron freaks. Victim blaming? He's not a fucking grooming victim. There was no part of this where he was like actually sexualized. It's a bunch of annoying cringe. When he was 17, she made a weird joke in a public group chat or a private group chat with multiple people of like, oh, you have a content question? Whoa, what if I'm a virgin? Loser shit. She's not responsible. You think she was trying to sleep with this kid? No. Oh, but he was groomed into doing free work. Shut the fuck up. I'm not even going to validate that. If you say that that's grooming, then you obviously have no association with any like real trauma. Okay? So shut the fuck up. I'm tired of that dumb fucking bullshit. Panty's part is weird. Absolutely. It was a weird cringe joke. It shouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have let my kid associate that with that person anymore. Why did they? I guess they're part of the grooming fucking craze. I don't know what to tell you. It's just so fucking annoying. The whole thing is so annoying. It's so frustrating because like she's a fucking weirdo, but she's obviously not some kind of a predator. She has a boundary issue. That's it. That's what it comes down to. It was inappropriate behavior. It wasn't inappropriate behavior designed to have sex with somebody. Very clear. It's not a yikes. That's a fact. Sorry, just because people online had a fucking meltdown about it doesn't mean shit to me. And not to be an asshole, Ethan's part of the fucking problem because he overvalidated it too. Normalize not letting your 13-year-old kids be obsessed with online content creators and make them leave the fucking house and get real life friends. Because if that happened, he wouldn't be so fucking deranged. There's your fucking reality. We need to stop pretending. He's a victim of what? A victim of his parents letting him be obsessed with a fucking online creator, and that online creator being a fucking moron and not setting particular boundaries. But this kid wanted to be some weird content creator from the fucking start. So did Harvey Weinstein. I'm not even gonna entertain that because you're so stupid. You're such a dumb person. You're just so dumb. Harvey Weinstein, the guy that was forcing women to fuck him to give them jobs, you're comparing to Colleen Ballinger? Do you have an intellectual disability? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever... Do you even hear yourself when people say things like this? Do you guys even hear yourselves when you compare Colleen Ballinger to a fucking serial rapist? I am fucking flabbergasted. That's insane. This is the fucking level of freak shit because you guys get validated with every stupid fucking take from the start. It's insane. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. Okay? You're fucking crazy. So, there it is. There it is. I wonder if I'll take any slack for like a fucking couple of weeks. What are you going to do? You want to know the reality? You know how much little this matters? Here's what's going to happen. Maybe, if anybody even gives a fuck about what I'm saying, which most people don't, people are going to cry for a week, and they're going to make a fucking Reddit thread, and I'm going to ignore it, and nothing's going to happen. I don't care. This whole thing is fucking stupid. It's just stupid. Let's just continue.
Stalking and why it should be banned.
Because I believe these snark subreddits on Reddit should be banned. It's literally fostering the most psychopathic. It encourages harassment.
I agree. All the snarks should be banned.
Stalking. It's just...
Hassan pressured Reddit to not have his thing. What is it called? Snark. Who cares?
I guess it's fine as long as it's not the Destiny subreddit.
I think it's time to hold all
base, I guess. Not really.
of them accountable. Here, for example, is Denims, a.k.a. Hassan Waiting Room, watching Bad
True.
Empanada talk about the state of our house and how we take care of our kids. Let's take a look.
He lets his dogs shit all over his mansion, and he just leaves the shit on the floor, something that is probably related to the fact that...
I would do that. If I had maids, I would be like, shit everywhere, dogs, and then I'd make the maids clean it up, and I'd say, fuck you, and I'd spit on them. That's what I would do.
His former housekeeper is suing him for a number of different reasons. So I would assume he doesn't actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog
Somebody said this guy like fled to Argentina or something. Is that true? Chad, is that true?
shit. And he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God
That's
forbid,
crazy.
I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it, or if it's just from like contact with it with their hands or something. But they contracted a parasite that I had previously never heard of in my life called
That's true.
Giardia.
Whoa, I take a medication for diabetes that sounds like Giardia.
From
It sounds like a medication.
the dog shit that is all over his house.
Dude, how is it?
Chat, is this true? Is this true, chat? Chat. Guys, in the chat. Guys, do I have a huge penis? Is it true in the chat? Chat, is that true? Okay, now keep in mind the context of the question that I just asked was that we hate having a small penis. So you guys would obviously say yes. Chad, is it true? Do I have a huge wiener? Do I have a huge penis? I'm waiting for Chad to say yes because they're not helping me prove my fucking point. They're just sitting here talking about stupid shit. Yes, tell me in the chat, dude. Fuck, I'm trying to. There we go. True. Yes. Come on. Pick up the fucking pace. All right, you're banned, Mr. Shine 12. You're done. We're done here. There we go. There it is. It's just a YouTube delay. It's just a YouTube delay. They said it instantly. This is what we do. This is how you. Hey, Chad, is that true? Is this really important thing true? You know? Like, it's one thing to be like, hey, Chad, is it true that macaroni boils, if you boil macaroni too long, it gets hard again? Probably not a big deal if somebody thinks that that's true. Might be a big deal if somebody thinks that somebody's house is disgusting and their kids are sick and dying because of it. So, very different things.
That, like, maybe once a week, I look into what Ethan Klein's been up to, and every time I manage to find more and more terrible.
And nobody believes that. You know that she's sitting online, always just constantly looking up Ethan Klein's name. Ethan Klein, Ethan Klein, Ethan Klein, Ethan Klein.
Terrible shit. This is where Ethan tells a story about his family getting Giardo.
We already have Mold Mondays. Now we have Shit Saturdays.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean...
What if the kids are big, though? What if they're, like, pretty big kids, like me, like when I was a kid?
Much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. There are lots of things that you can get as an adult. You're totally fine. You'll be A-okay. No problem.
Crazy,
a child, a small infant that has no immune system, shouldn't be catching anything.
Now, at this point, as he continues...
well, then how are they going to learn to throw and catch? Anti-sports, I hear.
Notice the chat is almost in complete universal agreement.
Of course, because that's their queen.
Call CPS. Call child endangerment. CPS, social services. Bro needs to unironically call CPS. That's child endangerment.
That's endangerment of children. I wonder how many of these people know it's a lie versus how many of these people actually believe that this is true. And this is one of the things that is possibly very dangerous, is these people are probably convinced that, like, Denims is their queen and she's so smart. And you can tell how smart she is because she always has her boobs out. Like, that's how you know someone's smart, is when they have to make sure that, like, you're not fully listening to what they're saying. And so I wonder how many of these people actually think that, like, what she's saying is true. And then maybe they're like, we have to do something. Because I wouldn't doubt that. Because here's a fucking hot take. 98% of the people in the world are incredibly stupid. And there are some people who are just, you could just say things to them and they think it's real. They're like, oh my God, election fraud? Wait a minute, let's storm the Capitol. You know, those people are very stupid. I wouldn't doubt that those are the people here.
Way, actual worst father ever, etc., etc. I'll let the chat play for you, but you can see just how crazed this community is. And once again, this is...
This guy said Yu-Gi-Oh! That's cool.
Denims chat.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if that's Yu-Gi-Oh!
From the first, the call came on the third.
No wonder his house is covered in dog shit, and his neglected children raised by nannies have contracted parasites previously unknown to science from the feces. I wonder
that's
why
crazy.
Because everything that I said in this story, which by the way was apparently compiled by his crew.
No wonder this motherfucker's always sick. Yeah, it all makes sense now.
By the way, these people can't...
Ethan always has like stomach acid problems, no?
Keep their talking points straight. On one hand, it's we don't raise our kids and our house is just run by nannies and housekeepers. But on the other hand, we also keep our house so dirty that there's dog shit everywhere. I mean, what are the housekeepers and nannies doing?
It all makes sense now.
True.
It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How?
Jesus.
How is this happening? How is it happening? How is this happening?
Do you like what she just did there? Did you catch it? She read a comment from a commenter and then she just rolled on and just continued the performative outrage. But what's meant to be communicated there is she read something, but it's plausible deniability. She knows what was just said is not true. She knows this entire thing is not true. That's why she read it out loud and then she stopped and moved on, because she wants you to make sure that you heard that isolated chatter say that thing, because she wants you to think that, but she knows that she can't fully support that message. That's why she goes, chat, is this true? Like a fucking idiot moron dog.
I have a 10-month-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old who are in school.
I save some babies for me and my wife, Ethan. Jesus Christ.
Of course, I'm sick all the time. Once again, these childless people pretend that this is uncommon when, of course, anybody with any...
I feel like the parents are always getting sick. Babies are disease machines, dude. They go to school and they come home with like 80 diseases. They come home with like just loose change in their mouth. They just find on the floor and they eat it. And then they get like 17 different diseases. It's true.
Any sense who's being honest. The thing is, these people are knowingly lying. They know that they're lying. It makes no sense what they're saying.
Previously unknown to science. Everything is previously unknown to science, though.
But they do it anyway because, as you can see in the chat, and Denims endorses this clearly, as you can see, she's not moderating this at all. And it's pretty much 100% of the comments saying call CPS on them.
Well, that's what they do. That's what these people do, is that they don't moderate their chat intentionally because they want their chat to be vicious. But then again, they feel like they have plausible deniability. It's fucking ridiculous. You should moderate your chat, especially since she makes a good amount of money. Pay a fucking moderator.
Their kid should be taken away. That she believes that it's justified to break up our family. This disgusting fucking human being.
True.
Who's endorsed by Hassan and the entire left community on Twitch, who is protected and elevated by Twitch, is on her platform right now advocating for our children to be forcibly removed.
All right, somebody said you're wrong about Denim. She's very smart. You can tell by her 2 massive brains on her chest. Clearly she doesn't have one in her head. Bro, 2 massive brains? What are you talking about? How massive? Come on, give me a fucking break.
Removed from us by Child Protective Services. Denims is such an evil person. She is not responsible enough to have a platform. She should not be allowed to broadcast videos ever again. Now you might wonder what.
That's fair. I agree with that. That's 100% fair. It's pretty fucking gross.
What is it they're referring to? On the podcast, I was telling a story about we adopted a new dog about a month ago, and she was having diarrhea, which ended up being a extremely common stomach parasite that causes diarrhea.
That's why you don't adopt homeless dogs, Ethan. That's why you adopt purebred white nationalist dogs, okay?
It's extremely common, and it's very easy to address. In fact, Ducky, our Yorkie, when we got him as a puppy, also had Giardia, and we treated him the same way. Let's see what I said about it. Olive has Giardia, which is a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
And Olive has this?
Olive has this, yeah. She came to us with it.
Okay.
She had diarrhea, and
oh, poor baby.
Ducky came to us with that too. So she has Giardia, so we have her on an antibiotic, but we had to wait until Monday, which is today. We just got it today. Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia. Again, any reasonable...
I told you, dude, kids are fine. Bro, I feel like human babies are like the dumbest babies ever. You know, you got like elephants are born and they're walking around. Human babies, they're born and they just lay on their back and they're helpless until they get old enough to put things in their mouth that they shouldn't. And so you have to constantly be on like red alert for some of the dumbest animals. And that's not his kids specifically. That's just all kids are so incredibly stupid. Humans are so dumb. They're born unable to function in any capacity. It's insane.
Person or parent understands that having a 10-month-old that is just learning to crawl is crawling around everywhere, putting everything in his mouth. I mean, these kids will literally just lick the floor, put anything in the world in their mouth, and that's completely normal. That's what having a toddler is like. Olive is a black Labrador.
Sense. I remember one time I was playing with cars and I fell on my hand and broke all my fingers because babies are so smart.
Or she sheds a lot. She's inside. She's outside. She's very clean. But the point I'm making, again, which all reasonable people understand, is that Giardia can actually be spread just from a surface. So
yeah, your dog shit on the fucking floor. I get it. It's not, you don't have to explain it to me, Ethan. Okay, you don't have to explain it to me, dude. Don't even worry. Here you go. I love you.
If her bum ends up on the floor, or she sheds some hair, or she sat on a toy, you know, it could be a number of different things. If Sonny's crawling around putting everything in his mouth, it seems like a pretty reasonable suspect. If he's having diarrhea, we're like, oh man, maybe he got Giardia from Olive, which is actually commonplace to happen. And
babies and kids get sick all the time. Like, it's normal.
Despite what Denims says, it is not certain death. It's actually completely normal to happen, and it's very easy to treat. Now, spoiler alert, it actually turns out when we got all of the poop tests back that he never had Giardia even, which I announced on the show, which they conveniently forget. So
I'm sure it was just they've just forgotten.
The only person that ever even had Giardia was Olive. So Sonny was having diarrhea essentially, and that was and that's why they called CPS.
Okay.
Because my 10-month-old baby, who's just starting to eat solid food, had diarrhea. That's why these people think it's justified to send an agent of one of the most overworked, underfunded, underappreciated community service workers in the entire fucking world to come and waste their time because my son had a diarrhea. When in the city of Los Angeles, there are kids...
Because my son had a diarrhea. I don't know why that was so funny to me. True, though.
And families that absolutely...
That's actually funny.
...need help from people like this. And this guy's wasting his fucking time coming to my house and doing an investigation on my kids because my 10-month-old baby had diarrhea. By the way, Bad Empanada was recently banned for 7 days for playing a video game in which you roleplay as Hamas on October 7th, and he went to a military compound in that game and said he was, quote, looking for secretaries to kill. He was looking for Ela, who was a secretary in the IDF.
Oh, I see now. I gotcha.
To murder her in a game where you play Hamas. This is the type of person that is being elevated.
Yeah, a white guy. It's a privileged upper middle class white guy. I hate to be that guy, but the most dangerous people in the world are people with too much money and time on their hands. That's what it is. You have some fucking white dude, you know, maybe he's also Arabic in some capacity, but he's fucking white, just like Hassan is white, just like Denims is white, just like Thomas the Tank Engine is white. White guy, probably born into a decent family, makes too much money doing dumb, useless bullshit sitting on a stream, who role plays as somebody who's actually functioning and capable and cool. This is his conservative moment, or this is his moment where this is his moment. This is his like, oh, I can't wait for somebody to step on my property so I can shoot him moment. That's his like. That is what this is for him. Like weird conservatives, not all of them, but like that guy that shot that woman because she accidentally pulled into his driveway. That's this moment. That's just, he's Lebanese, he's white. He's white. They're all white. Just please stop. All these fucking people are white. Everybody's fucking white. They're all white. And me saying that he's white is the least racist thing, because if I said he wasn't white, then that means that I would be afraid to be associated with him. I have no problem with that. He's white as fuck. We both have a beard. One of us had a crush on somebody in their family at some point in their life. I'm not going to say which one. But white. I'm not going to say he's not fucking white. He's not just Hispanic. He's pretty sure he's just Hispanic, not Arab. Either way, that's white. That's a white guy. That's a white man. Okay, that is a white man.
I'd like to pay tribute to Ethan Klein and the new Twitch TOS that declares Zionism.
Is this guy Irish? What the fuck's happening?
Is the slur. I'd like to pay tribute to him by playing the first Al-Aqsa video game where you kill Zionist soldiers as a Palestinian resistance fighter. Anyways.
Palestinian resistance fighter, Ethan. Interesting. Say Ethan.
Wait, are these Israelis? Are just standing there? I mean, is the Israeli army a bunch of Ethan Kleins? Like
a bunch of Ethan Kleins. They're all on Ozempic, bitch. Oh, fuck, don't ever notice it.
What's my objective? I don't actually know.
What's my objective? Oh, do you know? I just want to be clear. And I want you guys to be very, very careful about this. What this is meant to do, part of what this is meant to do, is to get you to get riled up and start saying bad things about Palestinians and how like people like that. That's the point of this. The point of this is to have it be disproportionate and expect a disproportionate response so we can go, oh, look, you're bad. I'm not going to fall for the bait. This guy's a loser.
Where do they keep the secretaries? In here? I'm hunting for secretaries right now. Secretary Dot, on behalf of Ethan Klein, I give this game.
Why would you only get banned for a week? I don't understand.
My seal of approval.
Here's Bad Empanada.
Yeah, they all roleplay as people of color. It's so true. It's so true.
Once again, who posted a story saying, I'm the one who called CPS on Ethan Klein. I want CPS to take his kids away because they are seriously in danger.
Okay.
This is, once again, Bad Empanada, who's being elevated by Hassan, Matt Lieb, Denims, and
Look at Matt Lieb.
Tons of creators, leftist creators, all over the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone else, please welcome Bad Empanada.
Bad Empanada is going crazy at Ethan on the second channel. Well, yeah.
But all of them get to point at Bad Empanada and go, look at this. They're unleashing their fucking, disease-ridden dog. And they're like, oh, look at this. It's just him. It's just him. So if he goes too far, they could be like, well, it wasn't us. That's the whole point. That's like, let's be fucking real. For these type of reactors, that's what they do. They react. They barely react. They just watch other people's stuff. Okay, we at least give some meaningful commentary, guys. We're amazing here. All of you guys are part of that. We're all amazing. Okay, we're all amazing. But they just watch other people's shit because half of it is about putting the accountability onto that person if they get something wrong. Oh, well, I didn't actually say that Ethan's kids eat poop. It was Bad Empanada. So, like, technically, that's the whole thing. It's all plausible deniability language. That's why when she reads it, she doesn't say it's absolutely true, but she doesn't say it's false, and she reads comments that affirm that it's true. That's what they do. That's how they engage. They're stupid fucking babies.
Because Ethan Klein is too afraid to talk to Bad Empanada or talk about Bad Empanada or watch any of his videos. So fucking milk that guy, dude. Hell yeah, Bad Empanada. Go in.
Ooh, milk him.
This dude, Bad Empanada. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's like actually psychotic, and he's been making a lot of hate videos about me and calling Ela terrorist and baby.
Look at how satisfied she looks here. She feels here.
Dude, every time Ethan Klein brings up Bad Empanada, I like him a little bit more.
Ooh, you like Ethan a little bit more? That's so strange.
That's the truth.
So true.
I didn't really have strong opinions on him. Yeah, and every time he brings him up, I'm like, stop making him sound base, man. Come on.
So based.
Stop.
Based, bro.
Bad Empanada has put out a video about H3H3.
What the fuck, dude? Holy fuck. Is this guy an undercover cop? What the fuck is this?
And this is just for my own pleasure that we're going to watch it. Because whenever Bad Empanada attacks H3H3, H3H3 has like a mental breakdown. And every time I watch this,
I will say, because I know that what I said earlier in the stream at the beginning might have been sound a little insensitive, but this is kind of the proof that these people get off to it. Like they actually, I think that Ethan gives them the strongest fucking orgasms ever when he talks about these people. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying that. All right? Based.
It causes them to have even more of a mental breakdown.
On this Turk versus moron, he made a fucking Willie Mac show. Slob YouTuber Willie Mac show made a video covering the Gaza genocide because he noticed that putting Hassan's name in the title gets him more views than usual.
Damn.
It went about as well as you'd expect.
I wonder if that's why Bad Empanada talks about it. I wonder if that's why Papa God talks about it. Yes. It is part of the reason. I'm just I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, boy. Dude, my glasses are off, and now I swear to God, everybody in the chat is Arabic because that's what the words look like to me. Which, by the way, I love it like that. Oh shit! I just put my glasses that let you read Arabic, but translate it to English. Everybody's still Arabic. They're based. They're my favorite, by the way. Chatters. This is just a weird bit I'm doing, but I actually don't. I'm not trying to dog whistle that Arabic people are bad. Like they're chill, dude. I jerk off them all the time, so don't worry about it. All right. So anyway.
Oh, dude. Okay. Critical support the Bad Empanada has gone up by wide margins now. Okay.
Wide margins, dude. We're investing in Empanada coin, baby.
This is on the normal channel. Oh my lord.
Ooh.
Oh, dude. Bad Empanada went from bad to good Empanada.
Good, dude. He's a good empanada, bro. You don't even know what a good empanada is, Hassan. All you eat is turkey or something. There's something. Turkey has something to do with you. I don't really care. But I get these empanadas, dude. Sometimes pizza empanadas are so good, dude. But the best food in the entire world, and this is not even a hot take, is when other cultures come to America and they make food for our palate. That is the best food. Okay, Chinese food? No, thank you. Chinese food made for Americans? Absolutely. Sushi? I think that's Japanese food. No, thank you. Japanese food made specifically for Jews because they're salmon and cream cheese. That's totally, you're making that for me, right? Absolutely incredible. That's the best food in the entire world. Hispanic food? No, thank you. Hispanic food made for white people. They have heartburn. That's mint. It's fucking mint. That's fucking dope.
Bad Empanada went from Bad Empanada to Based Empanada.
Oh, Based Empanada!
Now, I would pursue legal action against Bad Empanada.
Bro, you ever eat something that tastes so good that you wanted to shove it up your ass? It's fucking crazy. I had this fucking like hoagie Irish spring roll or something like that. Big spring roll, like this big. They cut it like sideways. It had fucking cabbage in it. It had I think it was sauerkraut. No, I think sauerkraut, corned beef, potatoes, a Russian dressing, dude. It was so good.
Whose MO is essentially defamation. He actually fled to Argentina like his Nazi predecessors, and unfortunately...
Holy shit, that's awesome. Dude, that's actually insane. That's so based. Ethan's fucking coming out hot, boy.
It is very difficult to get to and sue people in Argentina, so enjoy the community of Nazi refugees. You will fit right in there, my friend. Damn. But don't worry, guys. Denims says... even if this did happen, it's nothing to worry about because children actually don't remember anything.
That's so true, dude. They don't remember anything at all. I don't think that's true.
Isn't that fucking awesome? Look at this. It might be the dumbest, most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life. Here's Denims.
I like it.
On the floor. And then the part that, in my opinion, crossed the line was like, so I'm going to visit your kids at school and ask them questions. And I says, you're not fucking doing that.
No,
I mean, we both were like, that's not happening. You're not going.
Terrifying.
That's fair.
You're not doing that.
That's fair.
So he agreed to come visit our
back
house
next week
when the kids are at home because he needs to fucking interview our kids.
Yeah.
As a matter of procedure.
Dude, what is she doing? She's trying to make sure that her hair doesn't cover her tits for her fucking disgusting pimple-faced fuck audience.
But I was like, I really don't want you to create any bad memory here for them. Like, they are 5 and 3. They don't understand this shit. So
wait a minute. I'm a memory expert. I watched Inside Out too. I'm pretty sure memories don't work like that, says Denims.
Oh, I told him.
Actually, memories.
Create any bad memory for them. You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old.
Hey guys, I took a philosophy class in high school. I know fucking everything. What is a memory? What? Unironically, there's a study that suggests that there's that we have body trauma and body memories. So again, I hope the kids aren't traumatized. They probably wouldn't be. It's just an uncomfortable moment, but still. When all men are circumcised, that's body trauma, and all men are victims. So just keep that in mind. At least all Jewish men, because they circumcised. I'm circumcised. So now it's like an American thing, I guess.
Nah, yes, you are. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
When we're talking about being able to remember, being able to...
When you're talking about being... I'm a memory expert.
Recall memories.
I watched Total Recall. This is not true.
It's like 4 is the cutoff.
4 is like the cutoff. Yeah, like 4 is the cutoff, but then even if you're a Jewish kid, though, like, what is she going to say? She sounds like a fucking moron.
If you are forming any memories at 4, you're not going to be able to remember them past, like...
remember them. Like 15?
You have maybe 1 or 2 memories.
Just 1 or 2 memories.
Talking to a random stranger once isn't really memorable for a kid.
Yeah.
There's a wide variation about the mean across methods.
What's the what's the point of this? This isn't the point of this is, like, before when I was saying, like, hey, I don't think that the kids are going to get traumatized from this, but it's possible. You know what my intentions are. I'm just trying to get you guys to stay in reality. At least the reality I feel is true. Maybe I'm misinformed. She's trying to downplay how shitty this is. Because I'm making sure to tell you, this is shitty regardless. It doesn't matter if the kids get fucking traumatized. This is ridiculous. This whole thing is fucking stupid. She wants you to think that this is not a big deal. That's her intention behind what she's saying. Okay, that's what it is. And that's her idiot audience is just like, she's just stating pure facts, guys. It's just fact. It's not facts. It's completely disconnected from reality. But the intention of the message is to downplay everything that's going on. That's the point.
Cohorts. The average age of adults' earliest memories is 3.5 years old.
That's crazy, dude.
You're not...
I remember when I was 3.5 years old, I didn't even know who the fuck Denims was. That was my favorite time of my whole life.
Really forming memories at 3.
You literally just read out of your mouth that the average adult starts forming memories at 3. What is happening?
Yeah.
What universe do we exist in where this is a popular creator? One more time, guys, because it's absolutely fucking unreal. One more time, guys.
Unreal, guys.
There's a wide variation about the mean across methods, cohorts. The average age of adults' earliest memories is 3.5 years old.
That's crazy.
You're not really forming memories at 3.
Well, actually, you're
and it's
wrong.
pretty rare to be forming memories or like memories that you will...
How do you fucking know any of this? You're reading off of fucking Google, and I get it. Everybody reads off of Google for information, but you're acting like you're a fucking expert. You're reading. You just sit on Twitch all day. You don't even go outside. What do you do all day? The hell's the matter with these people?
Keep like at 5.
How exactly am I supposed to get through to a person and convince her wrong when she's literally disproving herself on her own stream and then ignoring what just came out of her mouth 5 seconds earlier?
Yeah, I think that in order to do that, you could probably just send me a Teddy Fresh app.
Her defense for sending the CPS to break up our family and to interrogate our 3 and 5-year-old is that, don't worry, kids don't remember stuff. Which just also, besides being pathetically, sociopathically insane, not to care about the well-being of kids, just demonstrably false. Everybody knows that the most formative years of a child's life is around that age of 4, 5, 6, 7, when kids really take in their environment.
Guys, it's not a really big deal if you traumatize kids, by the way, because they might get Alzheimer's and they'll forget anyway. My name is Denims. Welcome to my TED Talk. Welcome to my TED Talk.
And develop who they become as people. Pretending as if interrogating my 3 and 5-year-old sons couldn't possibly cause any damage because they can't remember is the most insane, monstrous thing I could even imagine somebody to say about this. And it's just, beyond being insanely dumb, it's just callous, pathetic, and...
cringe.
Well, really speaks for itself. It's the dumbest thing I think I have ever heard. Now, moving to Reddit, this whole theme of needing to call CPS on my kids is something that takes place on Reddit, originally from a subreddit called H3 Snark. On this subreddit, they have doxed us, harassed us.
You guys remember that? Snark from the Thundercats? Pretty crazy.
Our employees, our Teddy Fresh employees who are not even related to the show, gone after crew members' parents, my parents, basically every conceivable way that you can be harassed, these people have done it. Actually, the subreddit was closed indeed. However, not by Reddit. According to Reddit, this subreddit...
Oh, yeah, they got a little spooked out because Ethan's starting to sue them. Snarf!
It is still fully open and operational and is committing breaking no rules. What actually happened is that somebody within their community started informing on them, and we have these screenshots, which I have not shown before, but I'll show them to you now. Here, one of the mods is talking about a person named Sturgeon, which is also
I think it's pronounced surgeon. I might be wrong, though.
Co-mod. And here they say, Adi explained to me that Sturgeon had made a fake post, the quote Ramadan post.
The fuck is the Ramadan post?
And had become more and more unhinged. Here the mods are talking about another fellow moderator of theirs and actively covering up the fact that their mod faked a post on the H3 Snark subreddit. What happened was this story got picked up that we were banning people wishing a happy Ramadan. We were removing the posts and banning them. And
wishing you a sad Ramadan, guys. I don't want to get banned. Don't ban me, Ethan.
This whole narrative of me being Islamophobic started to form on their subreddit and getting picked up by shit-tier content creators who don't give a fuck about anything. And we looked through our mod mail. We searched through it to see, well, this post, was it ever made? Because that's certainly not something we would ever do. And sure enough, there's zero record of it. It was completely fabricated. And when we said that it was...
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that?
It's completely fabricated. Surprise, surprise, the person who posted it erased their account and erased the thread and completely disappeared. Yet the rumor,
because they were scared it did,
continued to persist on their subreddit. It was never moderated. In fact, it was completely covered up by the mod team of H3 Snark. Here they are. Here's the mods doxing our office.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Yes, this is actually a real screenshot. Hi, I know you're on break, so I'll just drop this info here in case you need it in the future. We found the H3 studio and Teddy Fresh actual address. On the right is H3, on the left is TF. Studio listing, here's the link. It's identical to the H3, here's their address. This is fucking
That's like really normal behavior to just spend your whole day obsessing about online influencers. It's crazy.
Insane. These are the moderators. This isn't even like the community members. These are the people running the fucking subreddit. These people are knowingly putting us and employees in danger by sharing this address with each other with malicious intent.
Well, Ethan, you don't understand. They've already dehumanized all of you, so they don't even consider you people anymore. Checkmate, liberal.
So once I started discussing that we had an informant in the ranks that was sending me this kinds of stuff.
Wait for Papa God, the snark is going to start sending you over the edge. I honestly just don't care. I don't think that they're... I mean, maybe they could. You know what? Maybe you're right. Fuck. Don't worry, I have Nicholas Diorio on my side. I have Nicholas Diorio and anime on my side. Ugh, you can't harm me, dude. I have Nicholas Diorio and anime on my side. And his entire harem of women. And men as well, some of them. We have them on our side, dude. We have them on our side. You can never hurt me. I'm too powerful with my entire harem of people.
Surprise, surprise. The moderators deleted their accounts and voluntarily closed the...
Dude, you know how you get the snark to stop saying shit? You just give them armpit pictures. They love it. They love it. That's what it is, dude. They love armpit pictures. They're just all over armpit pictures. That's their fucking thing. That's why they don't harass Hassan. Armpit pictures, dude. I got plenty of them to go around. Why armpit pictures? Because they're fucking gay. I'm just kidding. But gays love armpits. I don't understand why, but I guess I'm gay.
Subreddit. Fascinating. After H3 Snark closed down, all the users migrated to another subreddit, H3 underscore productions. And if you can believe it, the H3...
Well, Ethan, I have a quick question for you, bud. Have you ever considered telling them that the new Snark Reddit was promised to you 3,000 years ago by God? Just take it over. I'm just being silly. I'm just having fun tonight. We're having a little bit of fun tonight, dude.
H3 underscore production subreddit is
We're having a little bit of fun tonight.
Actually even more insane because there's no active moderators. I encourage you guys just to hop on over to H3 underscore productions and just look through it. Read the comments.
I'd rather not.
Look through the posts. You're not going to believe what you see there. And if you want to take a walk through memory lane, go over to H3 Snark 2 and see what the posts that are left up there and enjoy. Just to give you an idea about the CPS thing, here's an excerpt from the new Snark page, an exchange of great minds. All I know is that the more he's fucked with, the less he pushes Israeli propaganda. Therefore, I can only conclude that it is a good thing and that it must continue.
I love their mental gymnastics are impressive, dude.
The ethics of it mean absolutely nothing to me. A response, you summarized it pretty much.
You summarized it pretty much. That's a great sentence.
Now, this is all taking place on Reddit. Active brigading harassment to the actual point of trying to break up our family and call CPS. Has Reddit done anything? Despite us complaining, making noise, reaching out for the past 2 years about this snark community? Worse. I believe, and I will show you why, that Reddit...
Let's make a Reddit snark page.
...is colluding with, protecting with, the moderators of this snark community. I believe that there's admins that work inside of Reddit that are members of this community and actively protecting it.
That might be true. I'm going to be fucking real with you, and I could be 100% incorrect. Okay, I'm a little less online, but I am still online. That just sounds fucking crazy what he's saying. Okay, and I'm just saying that because, you know, I don't know if that optically helps. But also, I'm expressing myself, you know, because it was like the other day I went to Bob's Discount Furniture. And I went and I was a little pissed off about this. I went there. We picked out a really nice couch. We were excited for it. Okay, pretty cool. I come back another day to come and actually pay for it, everything. I wanted to make sure I got my measurements right. I got the same, oh my God, my measurements right. I got the same guy. I asked for him because he helped me, you know, whatever. Bought the couch. In the middle of it, he's like, oh, do you want to do this like thing where you can like finance it for 0% interest for 12 months? I'm like, oh yeah, I would like to do that. So I'm sitting there and I'm signing up for this thing. It's going through like Wells Fargo Bank and everything. And I'm like a little suspicious, but I'm like, nah, this guy's nice. He'd never lie to me. All right. So then anyway, a few days later, I get a credit card in the mail. He signed me up for goddamn Bob's credit card. I'm just like, that pissed me off. Now, here's the thing. I know that I bypassed several warning signs, but I trusted this guy. So I was kind of pissed off. Okay. I was kind of pissed off. I was ready to rage out. And my wife just kind of sat there and she said, you know what, chill out because you're kind of a silly little goose here. You sound a little crazy with some of the things that you want to say. to them. Okay. And I was like, all right, you know, and maybe I'm just projecting that scenario onto this a little bit. But then, you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm going to cancel part of the order. It was like this individual chair. It was almost $1,000. I'm like, let me just get rid of that. Fuck it. You know, let's get rid of that shit. I called for them to get rid of that. They got rid of the armless power chair instead of the independent power chair, which I did want. So then I had to call them again to fix it. 2 hours later, they haven't done anything. So I had to go down there, get the manager, and be like, hey, you know, here's, like, I didn't even explain the whole situation. I'm like, oh, hey, I just called to change my order. They accidentally canceled this instead of that. Because my wife said, don't explain the whole thing. You'll sound crazy. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. She fucking took, like, so long to do this. Fine. Anyway, I get the delivery today. They didn't have the fucking chair, the armless power chair in it. And I obviously tipped the guys really nice because the delivery guys are awesome. Fucking God bless them. But, you know, and then they're going to deliver the other one on Thursday. It's fine. They're not going to, no extra charge. It's fine. I'm just like pissed off. Like, you guys, and it's like one of those things. It's like, I don't even think I think that they were being malicious against me. And my wife's like, honestly, she called me baby love. She said, I think that they're just really fucking stupid. I was like, you know what? That's fair. Maybe Reddit's really fucking stupid. Or maybe, you know, maybe Ethan's right. He might know more than me. I don't know. I know, I can't even just cancel the credit card. I might as well just use it for the 12 months and then just not use it. He said after like 18 months it just disappears. I don't know. I'm so fucking pissed off about it. It's annoying. My credit's starting to go back up.
I will show you my evidence. The first thing is that Hila works with a management company who has a connection.
Oh, he's about to lay down some facts on me, dude. I went on this whole fucking time. I really just wanted to bitch about Bob's Furniture, to be honest with you. I love the quality of their products and their warranty is always worth it, but I just wanted to bitch about them.
Into Reddit community managers. We first went through them, an official channel, to say, hey, this snark is out of control. They're harassing us all. They're definitely violating your site rules. Can you look into it? A day later, guess what? The snark page was permanently closed. Hooray, we said. That was awesome. All we needed was one person to take a look at it, and obviously it wasn't compliant with the rules. Well, 3 days later, this snark page was reinstated fully, and they made this post to celebrate. H3 mod announcement. We're back after a much needed break. We are just a group of volunteers and we appreciate your patience. Our relationship with Reddit is currently better than ever, and we're in good communication with the admins.
I've eaten my own words, dude.
Now that to me stood
eating my own words
out quite tremendously, considering that our subreddit with 600,000 users, the second biggest podcast subreddit on the entire site behind Joe Rogan, has never had contact with admins. They have never reached out to us. But why is it that the admins are in constant contact with this small niche subreddit dedicated to harassing people, but we, one of the biggest subreddits on the website, have not heard a single word for them ever?
He's got a good point, dude. I think. I don't know too much, but it sounds like what he's saying. It's speaking facts, dude.
When someone created a snark page dedicated to Hassan Piker, it was immediately deleted for harassment. Take a look. The subreddit was banned due to a violation of Reddit's content policy against harassing content. So it's harassing when it happens to Hassan Piker, but it's okay, great behavior when it happens to Ethan Klein. What's with the double standard? What about Trisha? Trishyland was a huge snark subreddit. It was super active, and these people were, you know, really nasty. Trishyland was also banned. The reason given is this subreddit has been banned for excessive copyright removals.
That's not even for harassment. That's weird. What were they doing that was copyrighted?
Now that's specifically interesting and extremely suspect, considering we performed dozens of copyright strikes on the snark subreddit. We have removed dozens of posts. All the posts we removed had zero commentary or specifically stated.
Ethan, have you considered falsely accusing your dead teacher of sexual assault? That might actually help you a lot.
That their intention was to steal and siphon views from our property. Besides,
or role-playing as a child that is speculated to have been murdered by her father and then sexualizing it. Have you thought about doing that?
Being granted dozens of DMCA takedowns, Reddit has actually had the nerve to serve us.
Have you thought of identifying as a chicken nugget? These are all things you haven't tried yet. Maybe it's not really Reddit's fault. Maybe it's your fault for not doing the correct thing.
Counter notifications on these, or to downright reject dozens and dozens of legitimate DMCA requests outright. Now, how the fuck does Trisha get her subreddit removed for copyright infringement? Meanwhile, when I try to do DMCA takedowns on the subreddit, they literally get denied by Reddit. It's my opinion that the stated reason of repeated copyright infringement is a total cover-up. Listen to Trisha in her own words describe how she got her snark permanently banned from Reddit.
It's like one of the downsides about being online, I'm sure, and then when you
is this the girl I used to jerk off to as a kid?
Become a mom. I'm curious about how you're seeing and feeling about. If you
Sorry, I should have been more specific. Is this Ren from Even Stevens? Is that who this is? Sorry, that was a little far. Listen, okay. Here's the thing. You guys gotta understand something. Ren Even Stevens. Okay, I feel like I gotta make sure, because you know what? You guys are probably like, oh, that's so weird. Like, she's just a kid. Okay. All right. me just get you. I'm getting you the age of her. Okay? She's 40, bro. I'm fucking 34. She's older than me by 6 years. It's okay. Chill the fuck out, dude. Chill the fuck out, dude.
If you don't mind, yeah, you don't have to answer this, but like it's one thing for you to like insult me or like the work I've done or me getting into nostalgia, but it's another thing that if you bring my kids into it, like I'm gonna throw hands.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna find your profile. I'm not just gonna block it.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Fuck. Sorry. What the fuck? Is she dressed like Ashley Trevino or whatever the fuck that person's name is? What the fuck is that? Bro, it's literally Ashley Trevino cosplay. This is not even a joke. This is insane. That's Kim Possible? Okay. Yeah, Kim Possibly fucking shoot me. That's no way that's Kim Possible, dude. All right. That's crazy.
Dude, I found him. I did a whole
Stop telling me she's Kim Possible. It's fucking fabrication.
documentary on Reddit. I had a horrible snark Reddit that was like posting pictures of her doctor, like all this stuff like that, like just making fun of her, like showing where her future schools would be.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So I did a whole documentary. I had a whole crew come out. It was like a month process, and I did this whole documentary. I like hired a private investigator.
So like you
found
did a
everybody.
troll hunter.
Yeah.
like,
1,000%.
documentary.
1,000%. And ultimately, I don't even know if it'll come out because it worked. Now all my snark Reddit is taken down. The minute one is created, it gets taken down within 20 minutes.
They're like, yeah, we don't fuck with your shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I called Reddit. I went on this like website to get everybody who worked at like Reddit. I like said this is.
I've done all of that and more over a longer period of time, 2 years, with escalating levels of harassment. Why was it that Trisha and Hassan's were taken down, but mine remains up? Why did Reddit list the reason as copyright infringement when the actual reason was harassment, as explained by Trisha? By the way, the DMCAs are written by my attorney. It's not even some like ragtag bullshit where I do it myself. My attorney writes it out, well-reasoned, well-sourced, and Reddit ignores it. How is that possible?
Do I have to be this rude? Yeah, I do have to be this rude. That's your answer. That's what I have to be fucking. I'm just, dude, it's my natural reaction. What do you want me to tell you? Her makeup looks like shit. What do you, okay, if somebody's watching Papa God, he's like, that's a fat fuck. Yeah, you're right. That makeup looks like fucking garbage. What do you want me to tell you, dude? Am I supposed to lie to you? Oh my God, what a great job making makeup. Oh my God, you look as good as Mika's rhetoric. That part's true. This is terrible. The makeup was horrible. What are you talking about? Like, what world are we living in here? Am I being rude? I'll take. Lick my balls. L for lick my balls. Her makeup looked like shit, okay? You can tell she did it.
This is one of my favorite examples. We made a subreddit called Snark to make fun of snark subreddits in general. And
she paid someone to do that makeup? Oh my God.
The community was actually starting to pick up steam and become pretty active. Well, it was removed. Why was it removed? For harassment. But wait, it gets even better. A few days later.
Why do they even use Reddit? Just a genuine question. Like, do they need to use the Reddit? Maybe they should develop a Discord or something and stay away from them. You know, don't give them that traction if they're going to do that. I mean, I don't know. I might just be completely uninformed about how these work.
Maybe a week later, it's back open. And the moderator now that owns the subreddit is a user named Shredder Cheese, which is a mod for H3 Snark. Shredder Cheese is a reference to a story they love to tell about how I killed my beloved dog Shredder by feeding him cheese.
Damn. Going too close to the sun, baby.
The mod for H3 Snark named Shredder Cheese is now the owner of Snark. How, Elas? I would also like to know how the fuck is that possible? What the fuck is going on? Of all the harassing posts on the new Snark, the reports are being denied. Now, let me show you an example of one of the posts, just one of many, that Reddit refused to remove. The title is, I'm calling CPS on Ethan again.
Incredible. Jesus Christ.
It says, this time because his kids are around Zionists, which is a high predictor for baby murder.
That's so fucked up. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That's really fucked up.
This is a post that is still up on this subreddit that was reported, and Reddit admins reviewed this and said, no, this is compliant. In closing, let's take a look at Reddit's #1 rule for using their site. #1 rule. Remember the human. Reddit is a place for creating community and belonging, not for attacking marginalized or vulnerable groups of people. Everyone has a right to use Reddit free of harassment, bullying, and threats of violence. Communities and users that incite violence or promote hate based on identity or vulnerability will be banned. This
Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
post does not violate rule #1, according to people that work at Reddit and have reviewed it manually. At first, I thought it was
Jesus.
It's crazy. I was like, there's no way Reddit is actually colluding to protect them. But after 2 years pass and the shit just keeps piling up, there's literally no other.
Oh yeah, Ethan, like no, don't even make the joke. It's not funny.
That could explain this. In my content nuke, I explore the idea that Twitch has been ideologically captured, and the people in that company are using their terms of service selectively as a form of activism. They come down hard against.
You know, it's interesting watching Ethan talk about these things. Like I think that there is, I kind of believe him when he says that he thinks Reddit's after him, and I think that Twitch has got a huge problem. But I genuinely wonder how like the outside viewer who's hearing these things offhand and not taking the time of day to watch like a 40-minute video or 36-minute video, I wonder if they're just going to brush it off like, oh, this is another instance of Ethan being crazy, you know? And they probably will. I'm just saying, it doesn't make it right. I'm just saying, I think that probably would. They'd be like, oh, okay. It is crazy, you know?
To people that they disagree with politically, and they ignore, protect, elevate the people that they do agree with politically. Something happened recently that's going to blow your mind. I started running reruns of Content Nuke on my Twitch channel as a form of protest, being petty, honestly, and just wanting people on Twitch to see the video.
At least you're missing this fun.
I made. Well, wouldn't you know it, if on the same day we launched it, our stream was closed for 30 days. We got a suspension for 30 days.
I saw that. Apparently they put it back up. It's interesting.
That's pretty severe. What is it that we did wrong? Encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. So to get this straight, my video showing Hassan supporting terrorism got me a 30-day ban for encouraging and glorifying extreme violence. Hassan's footage of him doing it on their platform and actually encouraging terrorism, no punishment. How the fuck can you be this blatantly, pathetically obvious? They don't care. Nothing's changing. They don't care. They're spitting in our fucking face. They're flaunting it. They don't give a fuck.
Well, it's funny because they're probably sitting there feeling so good about themselves. Like somebody at the company is like, yeah, we're fighting for justice. We're supporting Hassan. We're fighting for justice. You know that these people are doing that. They're fucking insane.
I got banned for 30 days for showing his content that he wasn't punished for. Make it make sense. And, you know, people go, oh, it's automated. It's probably a mistake. Well, fair enough, right? And that's why I appealed it. And within a few hours, I got the answer on the appeal. Your account was recently suspended for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. And a member of our team has reviewed your appeal. And after taking a look into the details of your case, we have determined that your account will remain suspended due to your violation of our community guidelines.
Damn, I didn't know that. Wait, so did they eventually unban it after they made enough noise?
I have never been so black-pilled in my life. I feel like I am trapped and that the world has gone fucking insane. This shit is bananas. What is happening? And I feel that I'm getting the same treatment now from Reddit. Now, I know they're both San Francisco-based tech companies, but did you know that these two companies in San Francisco, their headquarters are blocks away from each other?
I know now.
It's just interesting. It's just interesting because it shows there's some culture happening in this tech space. I think that these people are all very similar minded. I think
don't go too far right, Ethan. Holy fuck.
That's what this is.
There's definitely a cultural issue, but just make sure that people don't think that you're just like dog whistling conservative bullshit. You know, I can imagine they're gonna say something stupid like that next.
Telling me, because you got to fit in. If you're gonna work at one of these tech companies, you got to fall in line.
Well, they all probably go to the same obscure, overpriced, fucking, you know, shitty hummus place or something, or shitty avocado. That's the place in the middle or something. I don't know, Impossible Burger joint. I don't know. What's a cringe left thing?
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You got to be one of the good guys. Actually, I found out that our stream got suspended for 30 days live on the podcast.
Is this your account? Oh, your account is currently suspended. To view more information about your enforcement, file an appeal. Okay.
Oh my God! It got banned for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
Whoa.
That's fucking wow. That's Hassan's content that's on your platform that he didn't get in trouble for. Holy fuck!
How long is it been?
Well, it should be only a
Is this where he does the? He cut out the part where he bends over.
day ban, right? In theory.
Well, in theory, it should be no ban because it's his content.
Guys,
even the quartering is defending Ethan right now. This is so messed up. That it has forced me to defend you, Ethan. This is so bad. The quartering is just kind of a gross, pathetic fuck. So I don't even really care about that. Like I don't see that as like a huge win or a huge deal. He's just kind of a fucking stupid asshole fuck. I don't know. Just kind of cringe. I fucking hate that guy. I don't hate him, but I just think he's pathetic.
I got a 30-day ban.
30 days?
Ban.
30 day, and I didn't even say literally. I didn't say.
Dude, you know what's crazy? My hands are so sweaty that my fucking mouse is covered in sweat, and it gave me giardia.
I didn't. 30-day ban. I mean, it was worth it to do this just for this. I'm surprised that they're this pathetic.
Yeah, because
I genuinely am too.
That's a manual ban too.
Now, after our appeal was denied, the story started to go viral for its blatant, obvious, laughably absurd hypocrisy, at which point they panicked and unbanned our stream with an apology. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We made the wrong decision. Well, somebody made the wrong decision manually twice. You want to fucking explain that shit? So here we are. where it's acceptable to call child protective services on people as an act of political protest on a website Reddit in which they do not care, they protect it, they enable it. I have a meeting with CPS on Wednesday where they're going to talk to my fucking children. Twitch is banning us for showing Hassan promoting terrorism. Ban me for 30 days, no punishment for him. What the fuck is going on? As I prepare to meet CPS agents to talk to our children, I wonder, at what point has this gone too far? And how much worse can it get before something is done about it?
Damn. That was a banger. Another banger. Another banger.